Hey, Spence C, and it is day 13 of posting daily, and it is January the 11th. How you doing? I'm doing these videos in order to stay consistent and to post every day, to share my wins, my losses, my progress as I'm building this channel, and share things that I'm doing and learning on the way. I'm out on a walk today. I'm in Woodside, California, and this is a beautiful walk. It's a beautiful day. You can see the sun cracking the trees there behind me. And I've just walked up the hill and now I'm walking down. So for those of you who've been watching this series so far, you'll know that at this point I will ask you to pause the video. Before I'll ask you to grab a drink, then pause the video. No, pause the video, then grab a drink, and then join me in drinking some water. Now, I'm out on the walk, and full transparency, I forgot to bring some water with me, so a bit stupid. So what I'll do tomorrow is drink 2 lots of water to make up for it. How about that? In the essence of consistency, and just to show that it's all about progress, not perfection. That is the key. So let's just pretend, if you want to hold fast and drink the water, then feel free, pause the video, drink the water, and then come back. Thank you. Anyway, so today's video is about controversy. So I guess there's a lot of themes that this could have, but I'll just say how it is. I've been on LinkedIn for a while, and on Threads, and I'm posting stuff on there pretty much every day. And something I posted yesterday was about, or the day before, it was about the difference between a musician and an artist. Now, in my opinion, a musician is somebody, let's say where I got this opinion from. I have a friend who is a young, classically trained cellist, went to the conservatoire in Birmingham, studied music, and wanted to be in an orchestra, wanted to be a professional cellist, and was doing that. COVID came along, and like many musicians, people in the creative world, they had to start looking elsewhere for work. So he retrained as a tree surgeon, which is very appropriate, as I'm surrounded by trees, redwood trees, in fact, some of them in California. So anyway, he retrained as a tree surgeon, gave up being a cellist, his idea of being a cellist, and is happy as Larry. He's now a tree surgeon. He doesn't play cello anymore. He's not interested in it. He hasn't looked back. So that to me is a musician, someone who probably has mastered their instrument, can play music, can read the dots, has studied music, understands music, but doesn't lie awake at night going, oh, I've got a new song, like how can I transpose that onto cello? How can I bring the cello to the masses? How can I bring it to a new audience? How can I make it funky? How can I express myself with the cello? How can I be an artist using the cello? You know, a bit like maybe Nigel Kennedy did with the violin. You know, he brought the violin out of the orchestra pit and onto the stage as a solo instrument. And a bit like, you know, there's many others I can't think of it right now. But people like that. Is it Wu Wu or Zuzu, the Chinese pianist? You know, people who are artists, who are just bursting with ideas and wanting to push the boundaries of what's possible with their instrument and their knowledge and their skill. And that, to me, there's two very different things going on there. The musician is just someone who plays an instrument but isn't necessarily interested in innovation and pushing the boundaries of that instrument and being a solo artist, being in the center stage and creating new works. Now, if you're a cellist in an orchestra, you're going to be playing stuff, you're going to be reading off a book, and you're going to be playing old music that's 200 or 300 years old. You haven't written it, you're just playing the dots exactly how everyone else has been playing it over the years. So that, to me, isn't an artist. An artist is someone, as I said, who burns with the passion of trying to create. Maybe wants to be center stage, but wants to innovate and express and push the boundaries of what's possible with their instrument. So anyway, I'll put this, maybe not in with all the nuance, to be fair, but I put that on LinkedIn, and it created a bit of a storm of controversy. There's a lot of people who were attacking me, calling me wrong, calling me stupid, calling me all kinds of things. And that's fine, you know, it's great. I don't mind that, because people, you know, who are like that, keyboard warriors, are just very sad people who've got nothing better to do. And B, it's great for the algorithm. Any kind of interaction with a post, whether it's negative or positive, for me, just brings me more people. It shows my post to more people. So it's a bit of a stupid thing to do. If you're angry at someone's opinion, the last thing you really want to do is add a comment, because it just makes more people see that opinion and gets more people involved in the argument. Anyway, so I guess that's what this video is about. What do you think? And actually, the question I asked at the end of that statement was, or my opinion rather, was, which one are you? Do you think you're a musician or an artist? Now, I wasn't saying either one is bad or wrong, not at all. And I think there is nuance, and I think you can, myself, I can think like a musician a lot of the time. I've done gigs just for the money. I've done gigs where I'm playing other people's material, albeit with my own spin on it, which is a creative bit. However, I'm often thinking of new songs. I'm always thinking of new ways how I could present myself. Okay, I haven't recorded anything for a while, but I feel like I've got the heart of an artist, albeit one that's underdeveloped. You know, I think artistry is something you have to work. It's an artistry muscle. You're not just called an artist and that's it. You know, you're an artist, you're not. I think it's something you can develop. I think everyone's creative. But some people want to just ignore the artistry in them and just follow, you know, just play the dots and just follow what other people have done. They're not interested in innovation or creativity. They're just interested in playing covers. Nothing wrong with that. It's entertainment. We all need entertainment, and we pay good money for it. And, you know, it feels good when you're on the stage playing covers and people are responding to you like you're the artist that played the song in the first place. You know, so it's a big ego boost, and people, there's nothing wrong in that at all, in performing. And I often struggle with this. You know, I did a song about this years ago. I haven't recorded it actually, but I haven't released it, I should say. I did record it live. It's called Am I the Artist or the Entertainer? It was just asking that question of myself, you know. Am I just interested in applause? Am I just interested in ego boost? It looks like, the light there looks like I'm not wearing any top, but I am. It's a white t-shirt. Am I just an entertainer, or am I an artist? Am I saying something new? Am I trying to connect to people's hearts? Am I, you know, wanting to push the boundaries? Am I willing to be rejected and ridiculed for my art? Am I willing to die on the hill of my creativity? Or do I just want to fit in? Just want the applause? I just want all these kind of gigs where people are drunk and I'm playing, you know, cover songs to people who are drunk, and they're all coming up afterwards and going, saying, oh, you're great, you are. Oh, you should be on the X Factor. Oh, you know, all this kind of bollocks. Just big ego boosts, right? And I'm both. And I think that is the answer for me. Now, I know some people are dead against covers, and I was for a long time. Couldn't see the point in it. Couldn't see the point in playing other people's songs when your own songs were burning away inside me. And I've changed my view on that now, because there's a lot of fun to be had playing covers. There's a lot of money to be made as well, if you're doing it right. But it's a lonely job. You know, you need a very understanding partner. It plays a big, puts a lot of strain on relationships. If you're single, it's fine. If you've got a family, it can be a problem. If you've got your family aren't that supportive, if you've been away every weekend, and you know, maybe taking a day or two to recover when you come back from a little tour. Even if you're not, you know, like me, I'm straight edge, I don't drink, take drugs or anything. But just the fact that I'm over 50 and I'm up sometimes till 2 or 3 in the morning and I've been playing for 4 hours, you know, a few nights of that, I need time to recover, you know. I'm not a young buck anymore. My body can't handle that. So I'm going off in another video here. This is probably the seeds of another video. But I just wanted to bring it back to this point. Are you a musician? Are you just interested in reading the dots, playing in an orchestra, playing in a band, playing whatever's put in front of you? You just want to be on stage, playing an instrument. You're not interested in writing your own music. You're not interested in innovation. You just want the applause and just want to make money with a guitar in your hand. If that's you, great. Keep doing that. Or do you think you're more of an artist? Do you want to push the boundaries? Do you think, like being on a stage playing covers and, playing on a cruise ship or something like that would just would be like creative suicide? Do you think you'd rather die than do that kind of stuff? Are you into innovation? Are you into sort of performance art or something like that? You're just into pure artistry. And maybe there's a sliding scale there. Maybe you're a bit in between. Maybe you like a bit of both. I'd love to know your thoughts on this, because it created a bit of maelstrom of controversy. And it's surprising how many people get triggered by this stuff. They get really triggered, which tells me a lot about them. It says to me, if you're getting triggered by that question and that sort of statement, there's something deep inside you that isn't being fulfilled. Because there was no successful artists or people responding. It was all people who I think have probably failed, or feel like they failed, or they're not getting feel like they're getting the recognition they deserve, who were very bitter and using that as an excuse to sort of vent some bile at me. And like I say, it doesn't bother me one bit. In fact, it excites me, because it means that I've tapped into something which is powerful, emotional, and that's what this is about, isn't it? Certainly that's what, for me, it is. It's about finding out what makes people tick, finding out what people respond to and where people are at, what people actually think, musicians and creative people. So I'm aware this is a big topic, but for argument's sake, let's just see which side of if you had to go one or the other, if it was a binary decision, which one would you choose if you had to choose one or the other? And I know I'm not saying now that it is binary. I'm just saying, for argument's sake, let's say it is binary. Are you a musician or are you an artist? Let's have that discussion. Put your comments down below. Let me know what you think. If you want to, if you are an artist or a musician and you're looking for support, looking for help, looking for someone to be in your corner, to guide you, okay, you can work with me. Click in the, I've got in the details in the description down below. And please join the newsletter. There'll be more. I'll be diving a bit deeper on these topics and new topics, which I won't probably be talking about on here, on the newsletter. So come and get involved in that. It's all free, and you can unsubscribe at any point. I'm not going to blast you with spam and anything like that. It's all just good stuff. So that's it. I've gone over the 10-minute mark. I think this topic warrants a longer video, and I hope the kind of slightly unsteady cam wasn't too nauseating for you, and I hope the sound is okay. I know I can mumble a bit, so this one's been a bit of an experiment, but as I said, in the spirit of showing up every day, sometimes I can't always be at the desk in the office with the setup and setting it up and getting all the sound right and everything. Sometimes it's just raw like this. Anyway, my name's Spence C, and thank you for joining me. Have a prosperous day, and I will see you tomorrow.